And a superstar was born. Origin story.
And that's where it all began.
Welcome to Dance Dish, where the dance ends and the dish begins. I am Scott Hislop, your guest host for this episode. I gotta say, the dish is flowing. The cameras are on and the dish is going, and the cameras go off and the dish is coming.
Still flowing.
We're having too much fun. All right, to my left, Chris Dupre, Marlene Ortiz, and Leo Moctezuma, and we're gonna bring it down. This is gonna be a very special episode because we're gonna bring it down to an origin story, the origin story of Leo Moctezuma. Go.
Ooh, the origin story.
You like that?
I like that. Well, I have an interesting origin story.
Yes.
So I was born and raised in New York, in Brooklyn, New York. I'm a New Yorican, partially raised in Puerto Rico. When I was like 10, 11, I took dance class from Ridgewood Dance Studio. My parents were really interesting about letting me try things, but then you'll figure it out later.
Right.
Baby of the group, my sister and my brother are 15, 16 years older than me.
Wow.
So growing up, I kind of grew up as the only child.
Yeah.
But I had a really good relationship with my sister. She got married to a guy in the military stationed in Hawaii. So when I graduated from junior high school, she asked me if I wanted to come live with her. Hawaii is where the dance dish begins.
Okay.
That's where I really found my love for theater and dance. And at 16 years old, I started dancing with this dance company called 24/7 Dance Force with Marcelo Pacleb, who's mentor and just amazing everything. He made me the dancer that I am today. Anyway, while training with them, Disney World comes to Hawaii every year to audition dancers.
Okay.
I auditioned, it was my junior year of high school. I auditioned for them and they were like, "You got it, when are you coming?" I was like, I still have another year of high school.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, okay, well, after high school, if you want a job, you have a job." What do I do? Am I gonna go to Disney after high school or follow my dreams of New York or LA?
Uh-huh.
Funny enough, right when I graduated from high school, Disney called. They were like, "Okay, so what are you doing?" And Chris, who used to come out and teach for our dance studio, he was like, "What are you doing?" Because I chose Disney. I was like,
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm trying to be a smart dancer, go to Disney, I have a job, make some money
Make
so
some
that
money,
I can
save some money.
to move to Los Angeles. Honestly, Disney World was my college years. I didn't go to college, but that was my college years. I got performance, experience, and I was like the token Latin boy
Yeah.
at Disney
You cut
World.
your teeth.
Yeah, I mean, literally, they had me doing all the shows there. I was a full-time dancer at Pleasure Island, and then I would sub at Beauty and the Beast, all the shows there, all the conventions. But the one big show, Tarzan Rocks, Jamie King, who I was a fan of. We just knew who the dancers were, like Jamie King, and we knew the Tina Landons, and just...
You did your homework.
Yes, we didn't even have the internet and Google then.
Yeah,
and we used to do our homework. So I heard that Jamie King was directing and choreographing Tarzan Rocks. So I auditioned for the show, and it went amazing, and I didn't get it. And I was so confused. But then they hit me up and they were like, "Okay, Leo, the only reason why you didn't get it was because we can't take you away from full time. But once the show opens, we can have you swing it." And I was like, "No, if I'm not gonna learn it from Jamie King, I don't wanna do the show."
the whole point is to
I don't need to do another show at Disney,
Right.
A month later, they're into rehearsals and I get a call to do the show. They were like, "Hey, we need you. Can you come?" And when I got there, I had to learn all the numbers. They were already deeply into the routines, you know what I mean?
Catch up,
Yeah. So, but it was a dream come true. I got there, working with Jamie. I mean, I was doing full time at Pleasure Island and working during the day. And literally on breaks, I would be by the mirror sleeping. Cut to, the show opens, it was amazing. A month after Jamie leaves, I get a page and I saw the number and I call it and he's like, "Hey, I was like, "Hey, who is this?" And he's like, "It's Jamie." I was like, "Oh, hey." And he was like, "Well, there's this audition that I kind of would love for you to come to LA for." And I was like, "I'm actually going to New York to visit my family.
Yeah.
Do you have a dance reel?" I was like, in the moment, I just said yes, but I didn't have a dance reel. Right after that, I literally called one of my friends that was also in the Tarzan show and he did videography, David Greenhouse. I ended up sending the dance reel. When I was in New York, Jamie King actually called me up and said, "Hey, I'm actually in New York right now. I'm doing a photo shoot with David LaChapelle for Interview Magazine. Can you come to the shoot and we can have dinner after? I want to talk to you about this project." So we go to dinner after with him and his assistant at the time, Caroline Rice, and we're sitting there. He's telling me about this one job, and he just gives me more and more information. I'm just like, I don't, what, you know. So he goes to the bathroom, and Caroline's like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't know why he's telling me all this information about this job. And she's like, because you booked it. And I was like, wait, what?
Oh, that's
So he comes back and she's like laughing. She's like, Jamie, tell him why you're telling him all this information about the job. And it was the Ricky Martin Livin La Vida Loca World Tour.
Oh, okay.
And so basically 2 weeks later, I flew to LA to start my first rehearsals for my first tour, who happened to be with my favorite dancers, the Janet Jackson dancers, like Nikki Pattenberg, Omar Lopez, Tina Landon was choreographing, and Karmeet Bakar. I mean, it was just an amazing...
And the superstar was born. Origin story.
And that's where it all began.
So cheers to origin stories and to Dance Dish.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks.
6, 7, 8.